Hi everyone, I am Snehashik Raj and welcome to my new online study classes. Today we will discuss about evolution of computer. So what does evolution mean? Evolution means that the changes during the modernization of anything. So we are now discussing about the evolution of computer. That means the process of modernization of the computer device. So if I tell you that computers have been evolved from the past calculating device, so what is the necessity of the computer evolution? We have to know what comes to the path of the evolution. First of all, we will study about the necessity for computer evolution. So coming to the first point of the necessity of the computer evolution, that is, it needs for a device for counting objects. At that time, people used to count of their own. If they come across a huge calculation, that may create some problems during the calculation process. So they need a simple counting device for addition, subtraction, multiplication or division. So when we get the first calculating device, we know it has been evolved in China, that is abacus. They need more modern machines for doing the calculation fast and error free. So the next point tells us about need for faster calculating device. First point is the need a simple counting device, and when they got the simple counting device, they need more faster and accurate, in which they can rely upon for error free calculations. So second point is need for faster calculating device. Now when they got the faster calculating device, now they need more modern computers. So changes have been made in the old computer devices to make modern devices. For modernization, for the modernization purpose, they need changes in the old computer devices. So the third point is changes made in old computers for modernization. So, and now we use the computers which is the present day computers are revolutionized. It has been revolutionized from that calculating device which was first discovered, rather invented in China, that is abacus, which is a simple calculating device. So we will learn today about some basic calculating devices and computers. So in our list for today's class, we have abacus, Napier's bone, Pascaline, difference engine and analytic engine. So let us study about these devices and calculating machines. So now we will discuss about abacus and Napier's bone. So the first calculating machine was abacus, which has been developed 3000 BC. BC means before Christ, and it has been developed in China. See, the first point, it has written developed in China on 3000 BC. Now coming to the second point, it is the first mechanical device which is used for counting. First mechanical device for calculations or counting. Mainly it has been done, the device has been formulated for counting. Now coming to the third point, it can do addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. See, it can do simple subtraction, addition, multiplication and division. But it cannot do if you the complex ones. Now coming to the fourth point, it is made up of wooden frame with rods and beads. So if the question comes, how the abacus has been made? So it has been made with the help of wooden frame with rods and beads. Now the frame is divided into two parts. The frame of the abacus is divided into two parts. First part is called heaven and another part is called earth. If question arises, what are the two parts of the abacus frame? It is heaven and earth. And what are the constituent of abacus? It has been made with wooden frames with rods and beads. So, what is the purpose of the abacus? The purpose of the abacus is to do simple calculations like addition, subtraction, division and multiplication, whereas it cannot do the complex ones. And it has been developed in China in 3000 BC. It is the first mechanical device for calculations. Now, coming towards another calculating device, that is Napier's bone, which is developed by John Napier, and it has been named on the scientist only. That's why it is called as Napier's bone, because it has been developed by John Napier on 1617. On 1617, it has been developed by John Napier. This device is more modern than abacus. How it is more? How we can say that it is more modern than abacus? See, it can perform multiplications, whereas it can also do multiplication. So what is the difference? It can do complex multiplications than abacus. So it performs multiplication with repeated addition, whereas abacus cannot do repeated additions, repeated subtractions and repeated division. So we can say that Napier's bone is a modernized version of abacus. So abacus has been evolved to Napier's bones according to the necessity of the people of that time. So now coming to the next point, which is how does the Napier's bone has been constituted. See, it consists of rectangular stripes of rods made from bones and ivory. So how does Napier's bone has been made? It is made with rectangular stripes of rod made from bones. We know what is bone, and ivory is the teeth of the animal. Now coming to the next point, which is rod has number written on it. In the Napier's bone, the rods we can watch have numbers written on it. The numbers has been written for doing the calculations. So now we will move forward for the next calculating machines. So now we will learn about Pascaline and difference engine. So first come to the this device, that is Pascaline, which has been developed by Blaise Pascal on 1642, and it has been named on the inventor, that is Blaise Pascal, and the device is known as Pascaline. Now coming to the second point, that it can perform addition and subtraction. Now it looks like a rectangular box, and it uses gears, wheels and dials. Numbers are displayed by rotating the wheels. We have to rotate the wheels to get the numbers and do calculations. See here, it performs subtraction and addition. In the previous devices we have learned, they can also perform addition and subtraction. So what is the purpose of inventing Pascaline? So if question arises like this, you can write that Pascaline can add or subtract more efficiently than the previous calculating devices. Yes. Now come to the next point. It is also known as adding machine because it efficiently adds two or more numbers. So it has been developed by Blaise Pascal on the year 1642, can perform addition and subtraction, looks like a rectangular box, it uses gears, wheels and dials. If question arises, what are the constituents of Pascaline? We have to write it is made up of gears, wheels and dials. One marks questions may come like this also. Now, numbers are displayed by rotating the wheels, and it is also called as adding machine. So question like this can also arise that what is the another name of Pascaline? We have to write that another name of Pascaline is adding machine. Now come to the next calculating device. Rather, it is a automatic computer. First computer has been evolved from this. This is called difference engine, and you know the developer very well. It is none other than Charles Babbage, who is known as the father of computer. Charles Babbage. It is developed by Charles Babbage on 1642, and his device is known as difference engine. Now coming to the second point, it is also called as automatic calculator. This is a modernized version of all the calculating devices. See, at that time, yes, at that time, not now, because we have present day computers which you cannot relate that thing with this, because nowadays we have supercomputers also that is very much efficient than all these types of calculating devices. So another name is automatic calculator. So how does this automatic calculator runs? See, steam provides the power to make it work. So how does it work? Steam provides the power to make it work. So now we have learned about Pascaline and difference engine. Now we will move forward for the next device. So now we will discuss about analytic machine, which is developed by Charles Babbage himself on 1837. Yes, again Charles Babbage, who is known as the father of the computer. So this machine is generally an automatic digital computer. This is not a calculator. See, this is not a calculator. This is automatic digital computer, general purpose automatic digital computer. But unfortunately, somehow it has not been built. It has been developed. The design has been developed at that time, but it was not built. So developed by Charles Babbage in 1837, general purpose automatic digital computer. Now coming to the third point, it had 5 units, that is input, output, store mill, which is called CPU at that time. It's called store mill, and now it is called a CPU, and the control unit. So what is the purpose of input device? We know we can give instruction to the computer with the help of input device. Output device is used for retrieving the result after processing in the computer, and stored mill is used to store the information, and the control unit can do all the processing purposes, all the calculations and logical things in the control part. So this is one of the oldest version of the modern computers. It has given us the idea of the modern computers, because at that time it is a general purpose automatic digital computer. This is one of the greatest inventions at that time. So it formed the basis for all modern computer. This is the main point. This is the basis of all modern computers. It had not built, but the idea has worked very well. That is why it is the basis for all modern computers. So this is all about analytic machines. So today we have learned about the evolution of the computer. So we got some basic ideas how the computers have been evolved, what was the necessity of evolving the computers, and some calculating devices, and one I have discussed, that is analytic machines. So if you like my video, please subscribe to my channel to connect with me. Thank you.